Yeah. Freshman gang. This what they want. This what they want. This what they want. This what they want. Come on. Jet fly, so thorough the rest lie. I'm humble, I kept quiet. I'm really the best, right? This what they want. This what they want. This what they want. This what they want. Come on. J.O.'s a fever and Nate codes with a diva. He stay yo, she sweet as a Fago.
What's good, mammals? Don't change the channel. We here at StreetJournal Online Live from the Underground Season 9. It's your host with the most. Mama should have named me Rakim because I ain't no joke. I'm the newest cat on the StreetJournal show. If you ain't know by now, they call me Jiggy John-O. We out here in the hood, man. We came out here, you know what I'm saying? One of my first interviews, we go get popping. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Go ahead, homie.
Yo, I'm Sleepy Hollow, a.k.a. Long Beach Sleep, b.k.a. Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? We doing it live and direct. Low light, you know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Yeah. Okay, so man, we gonna start off with it, man. How long you been rapping?
Man, I've been rapping for about, since I was a kid, like, you know what I'm saying? I remember sitting on 59 Leslie, writing all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say my whole life, like, I earned this, you know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, man, from the youth, man, been getting it in. Okay, who are your influences?
Man, a little bit of Tupac, Snoop Dogg, Boosie, Slick Rick, Chris Cross, man, I'm all of that wrapped in one, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
That's what it is. You definitely need them in your tape deck, for sure. Alright, so, man, you said you've been doing it, man, since like a kid, like, man, so I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, you was influenced early in the game.
For sure.
Man, what's like some of the first raps, like, you ever learned?
I want to say Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying? Children's Story. Yeah, I mean, like, take it back to then. I just remember I had to learn it because there was a little kid on there and he wasn't going for nothing, you know what I'm saying? And that's it.
No doubt. Okay, Sleepy Hollow, so, man, if you could collab with any artist, who would it be?
I would collab Nipsey, Lil Boosie, and the Man of Fresh. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else got to pay.
For sure. And you got anything out right now, or what are you currently working on?
Right now, I'm working on a little joint, you know what I'm saying? The Diamond in the Buff, you know, volume 1 right now, but it's gonna be pretty more in the store where that come from. And we got some old stuff we did, y'all can research, you know what I'm saying? StreetJournal, like you said, man, we out here, you know what I'm saying? But look for that Diamond in the Buff volume 1. Plenty more where that came from, for sure.
Okay, so I mean, I'm pretty sure that people probably wondering, man, how could they get in contact with you, man? You got like any Facebook fan pages or a Twitter, Instagram?
Yeah, you can holler at me on Facebook at Ian Johnson or Rick the Ruler or Diamond in the Buff. You know, I'm trying to get as many likes from the town that I could get on that joint. I done created the page myself for the town, you know what I'm saying? So holler at me, 716.
Okay, and man, we go wrap it up, man. It's pretty cold out here, but man, basically, just let the people know why you rap or what you're trying to do with your rap career.
Man, what I'm trying to do, trying to build this whole city up. Like, if we walk down there, it's a whole Arab compound, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be there. That should be black owned, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to build this up, and we can have black businesses, you know what I'm saying? And man, as far as me doing this rap, it's a hobby, you know? It's just a passion, something that I do, you know? Like, I never took it serious until now. I always been nasty, but right now nobody can't tell me I'm the truth at what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Again.
For sure. Okay. And man, basically, man, let the people, man, give them what they want, man. You know what I'm saying, man? We appreciate the interview, but man, give them what they want. Spit something for them.
Hey, yo, you see me, a go-getter like Kales or Jeezy. Easier said than done, believe me, easy. And believe I got game for the NBA. Youngin' with an attitude like Brandon Drake. A lot of niggas talk good, but it smell like straight trash. Till that ass get mouth like Game did Razzcats. Young cats who tearing arms and heads off. So you better be faster than Sonic the Hedgehog. Something like a poet, what's a dream deferred? When you sit on that stoop, not making no profit. Your war stories in the hood, a myth like the Loch Ness. My goons stay filthy as an Al-Qaeda hostage. All I need is a blunt and a half, a pen in the pad. Smoke good pack to make you drop on your The hoes, my nose all in it for cash, been going hard way before they raised the prices of gas. Get at me. Sleepy Hollow once again.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And Sleepy Hollow definitely on that Manifest Destiny, man. Make sure you check that out, man. Yo, we appreciate it, cuz, man. We might have to get one more, man, in-studio performance or something before we go. But like I said, it's John O, Street Journal Online, Season 9. Check me out live.
You know?
Hey. Like I said, man, we here, Street Journal 9, Season 9. It's John O. I'm here with Sleepy Hollow. And we had to step in the car, man. It's colder than, woo, out in this mug. So, know what I mean? But, man, we about to heat it up. We about to give you another performance, man. He said this joint called Annie Up, man. It's off that Diamond in the Buff, man. Give it to him, man.
Yes, sir. Cheer. Annie up on that chain. Don't let it change you. Annie up on that chain. My name's Sleepy, but both of my eyes wide open. Okay, probably a little low from the reefer smoking. Catch me in the town car with a open. Shit, fall, I had your nose open. Had to listen to that old Skino get focused till I'm gone. Sing my song, tried to get on, but some niggas brushed me off. So I hopped on my Grizzly and bought me some time. When it drop, guarantee I shine. Yeah, I got fire in my eyes. Be dead wrong, but act Mr. Wonderblind. It's go hard or go home, so I go hard for mine. Plus some niggas going hard, but I feel I'm right in line. Riding through the town, I see a lot of crunchy faces. Probably cause they holding limp with no big faces. But that ain't my fault. Nigga keep hating. Annie up on that chain. Annie up on that chain. Don't let it change you. Annie up on that chain. Annie up on that chain. Don't let it change you. Annie up on that chain. Annie up on that chain. That's a meal on the low, man. I'm telling you. Low life. It's a vision, and I'm running with it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Okay. Annie up, man. You heard it here first, man. Street Journal Online, man. We bringing you the hardest acts in the world. Not just the town, man. We going worldwide with this, man. Before we get out of here, man, Sleepy Hollow, you want to give any shout-outs, man? Show some love real quick.
Man, I'm just giving a shout-out to my cuz, for one. You know what I'm saying? I just like to thank God that I'm able to have a talent that I have. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not too many people who could do this. You know what I mean? I make songs in 20 minutes or less. Like, that's a God-given talent, you know what I'm saying? Like to shout out my mom and dad for even making me, you know what I mean? Or wouldn't it even be possible? But, you know, everybody in the town who doing something and ain't no hater, you know what I'm saying? Niggas need to all come together and shake that, you know what I mean? And keep it moving. Man, get with this movement or keep it moving, you know what I'm saying? That's the only shout out I can give. My city, I'm doing this for the whole city, man. How you gonna hate a winner? Real talk.
That's what it is, man. 716, we here now, man. Like I said, it's Street Journal Online, man. Listen, any artists trying to get on the show, man, holla at us. Like, it's nothing to get on, man. We'll come to your hood, wherever you comfortable.
Near you.
And, man, let you tell your story, man, because, man, we trying to show, and this is what we do out here, man. There's talent in the town. They look at us like, man, we live on a farm. No, it's artists out here putting in that grind, man. Rain, sleet, hail, snow, whatever, man. We out here. Buffalo, 716, Street Journal Online. Shout out to Curtis Johnson. Behind the camera, it's John O. And, man, we here with Sleepy Hollow. Diamond in the Buff coming soon. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah.
All right, so sitting here with John O, the new host of Street Journal Online. You just came out with this Manifest Destiny. Let me see it again. Tell me about it, man.
Manifest Destiny, man. Basically, it was like an I call it like an album in a sense where the beats was all original. I mean, I got them through a couple of my homeboys, and I got a few off of this website called rockbattle.com. I don't own the beat, so I mean you might hear somebody else off of them, but I kind of feel like I kind of crafted them into like a good song format. It's got about like 18 tracks on it. I got a few features. Got one of the artists that you will see me interviewing a little later on, named Sleepy Hollow on it. I rep the Freshman Gang, Hollowhead, so they all over the mixtape. I got a songstress by the name of Bentley Gavin Wright on that thing. She on 2 tracks. It's hot, man. You could get it off of that Piff. Like, I mean, I'm selling copies, but for those people that I may not be able to reach, even though I'm going to city trying to knock them off, you could get it off of that Piff for free. Just, you know what I mean, a little sample, because there's way more music coming along. I got something dropping in trying to put it out in February for my bro, Young Zills. We did this rap stuff together. StreetJournal, one of the shows that gave us our first opportunity, as a matter of fact, interviews and all that.
I remember that day. It was
man.
In front of it was
Burstfields, man. Yeah, that was like back in June. So, I mean, I kind of felt like obligated to host season 9. And number 9, my favorite number. So I feel like it's just all a part of the stars aligning. And, man, just trying to, expand the brand with this Manifest Destiny, this new hosting gig and all that. So I appreciate anybody that's taking the time out to listen to it. Let me let y'all see it again, man. Manifest Destiny, man. The album artwork alone is, you know what I'm saying, worth your purchase. This is just a blank CD. Don't worry about that, man. But yeah, 18 tracks, man. All bangers, 1 through 18, man. You might skip 1 or 2. I mean, some days you might not be feeling a certain track or something, but it's undeniable. Lyrically, man, I'm trying to be one of the best, so that's what I strive for, man. Say something that'll capture the listener ear.
There are very few artists, even my favorite artists, that I like every song on the album.
Right, it's hard.
So that's to be expected. You know, my favorite song might be somebody else's least favorite song. So you said that you're going city to city with, so you pretty much going old school out the trunk of your car.
Yeah, man. I've been doing a lot of research, man, and I see that a lot of artists, that's mainly how they got their starts. The Master P's, the Ludacrises, the Too Shorts, strictly out the trunk, man, and like they basically just build their fan base through that process. We in an age now where it's like I feel like artists looking for a label to sign them, but I done heard through the grapevine where it's like, man, artists not looking for you unless, not artists, labels not looking for you unless they see what you can do on your own. And then it's like, okay, now we willing to believe in it because you got your own movement started. So basically, I feel like, man, that's the best way between this internet age that we in as far as your YouTube. I'm trying to tackle that. But mainly, man, like just getting out city to city, like letting people get in touch with the movement that way. Because, I mean, you may watch a video or something and feel some type way about that artist. Like, oh, you think he the SH, you know, trying to keep it clean. But when you meet that person, it's like, oh, man, he ain't that bad. He kind of just like me. So, I mean, I done been to California so far. I just left out of there. You know what I mean? Was getting some good responses. Man, all over the surrounding cities. The Niagara Falls, the Syracuses, the Albanese. About to take that trip up to New York City and try and see what I could do, man. Hopefully get like a few radio interviews. And, man, see where it take me, man.
Speaking of interviews, we actually be going up to the falls, and there's a few artists up in the falls that we'll be talking to.
For sure. Shout out to all the artists in Niagara Falls as well, man.
And Rochester, just the whole Western New York area.
For sure.
We're trying to get it. So, like you said earlier, when we first met you, it was you and Zels. You feel like, can you talk about that?
Yeah. As I stated, mainly, like the Freshman Gang, we kind of came up with that around like 2006. It was like, man, when like me and all my homeboys like at first just got out of school, and it's like, man, we trying to figure out exactly what we gonna do or where we gonna try and take our lives. And it's like, man, me personally, like one of the only things I ever been good at was like entertaining people. Like I've been writing rap since I was like 11 years old. So I'm like, why not try and take it to the next level? We came up with the Freshman Gang, and me and my brother Zell, we was like the two main runners that, you know, was running with it. It was like 4 or 5 of us that started, but we were like the main 2. We put out this little project right here. As a matter of fact, I seen it as I was looking through my CDs. 1 second. Poppin' Tags, man. Poppin' Tags. We put this joint out in, man, 2008, summer 2008, July 4th. And that's when we met y'all, man. We had to show up at Birchfield's. And, man, it was a good experience, man. Me and Zell, man, we rocked mad shows for like two years strong. Unfortunately, man, he got killed April 6, 2010. And it just left me in a position where it was like, man, I'm doing it on my own now, in a sense. Like, I mean, it's still Freshman Gang. Like I said, we about to put a compilation together. But me and Zell, like, that was like my road dog. Like, blood couldn't have made us any closer or nothing. Like, that was strictly my brother. So it's like, it just made me feel like, damn, what I'm gonna do. But then I had some time away, and it just made me look at it in the perspective of, if I give up on my dreams, it's like it died with him, and I gotta live on, and you know what I'm saying, allow the people to see like everything that we was bringing to the table, because man, we was so similar. So it's like, man, I'm him and he me, so I'm keeping him alive by still doing the music. Man, it's YZ forever. So whenever you hear me screaming that on the track, that's what I'm referring to. My brother Young Zales. If you knew him, you knew he was a player. You knew he was a good dude. Like, it was nothing but love whenever you seen him. So that's basically just what I'm trying to present to the world, even with this interviewing role that I'm taking on. It's like, man, like, ain't no animosity towards nobody, man. Like, we all got a dream, man. Why I'm trying to get mine off the ground, I could be presenting somebody else's to the world. So why not? You know?
Okay. So a lot of people, we were talking to Sleepy Hollow?
Sleepy Hollow. Shout out Low Life, man.
I heard him say something that I think I've heard you say it too, about putting Buffalo on.
Right.
Why is that so important?
I mean, cause it's like, man, we ain't got nothing, man. Like, to be perfectly honest, it's like, it's that whole crabs in the barrel mentality, and it's like, it's not just our city, it's a lot of cities out here where it's like, man, we one of the third poorest, 10 most dangerous. So it's like, our mentality is like, man, like, to get it, you know what I'm saying? And like, but I honestly feel like we all could get it. And I think once people wrap their mind around that, it's like, man, things will run more smoothly. It's to the point where it's like, you will promote your music, and it's like, you may have somebody that'll be like, well, he ain't messing with my man. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's all cool, but man, we both could be, you know what I'm saying, like, trying to emerge out of this. So I'm just like, man, it ain't even got to be me, but it got to be somebody to put on for the city, to show them that, man, we ain't no different from a Atlanta, a Miami, a Chicago, a California. Like, it's talent here, and man, we could all like emerge from the cracks after that. So
well, the difference is people are leaving those cities to go to Atlanta.
Right.
For economic reasons. Buffalo, you know, there's no jobs here.
True.
No real industries here.
Mm-hmm. And that's, you know what I'm saying, what I was referring to, where like, man, we ain't got nothing. And that's why I look at hip hop as like a glimmer of hope, like, to where like, yo, man, we can make something out of this. Like, we could be proud of the city, you know, like, everybody put their faith in the Bills, and it's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But it's like, man, if like you willing to root for this team, why not root for artists, you know what I'm saying, and get behind that team? So, and man, see what that person could do, man. Because like I said, it's a lot of talented artists, man. I run into them every day on the streets, picking up their CDs in King City, or even seeing their videos on YouTube. There's too much potential in this city to not emerge. And that's what I'm here to do, like, emerge through this. Excuse my French.
It's all right. Now, I heard, I don't know what song it was. I've been listening to your CD on the way to work.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Everybody should be listening to that, man.
One of the line, I can't remember how it went. Something about not moving from Buffalo.
Yeah. What I say? My man listening. Because now you got me. I said something like, I'm from the low. I'll probably never move.
Yep.
Unless it's to the top, because I heard that spot, the better view.
That was it.
Like I said, this pretty much all I got, man. Is this like whole entertainment scheme, like, and when I say scheme, ain't no tricks up my sleeve. Like, I just want to present to the world that, man, I got talent, man, and you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm all about like bringing like joy to a person, or like, you know what I'm saying. Like, when they hear John O, it's like, you know what, man, that made my day, man. That turned it around, and like, man, we all need that like inspiration from somewhere, and I'm willing to be that inspiration. I'm inspired by everything, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I just want to show the world like I got that gift. But to be honest, like, I try and keep it as real in my music as possible. I'm like, yo, man, if like, and what I mean by getting to the top, like, my dream is go get me to the top. And it's like, man, if my dream don't get me there, then this where I'm gonna be stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't cry me a river or nothing about that. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing to it, but that's all I got, man. And this is what I feel like gonna take me to the next level.
Okay. Are you quoting song titles from the earlier generations you shouldn't even know about?
Man.
Cry Me a River.
Come on, man. And man, you see, man, they say our generation don't do nothing but take. I basically, when I said Cry Me a River, I thought of the cat Justin Timberlake. So,
Okay.
I mean, but once again, you learn something new every day.
I think I think her name is Dinah Washington.
Okay.
I think.
I'm gonna have to do my research, man.
Yeah, I gotta look too. I think that's who it was, but it's a song called Cry Me a River. So there seems to be a disconnect between the jazz generation and the hip hop generation. You know, and it's like when jazz came along, they was shouting that down, talking about, oh, that's not good music, and now jazz is almost like classical music.
Right.
So when like we were talking about with Brian Lewis, how in the '80s they weren't playing hip hop on the radio or in the clubs. What do you think it'll take to bridge that gap generationally, so we can start seeing that we're going through the same things our fathers went through, and our fathers are going through the same things our grandfathers went through, and so forth?
I mean, as far as that's concerned, I just feel like, man, just hope for the best. Like, honestly, like just looking at it from like a realist perspective, I feel like that gap will never be bridged, because like you said, it's history repeating itself. Like you said, when jazz was first getting big, they looked at jazz as that ain't real music. They probably looked at rock and roll the same way. So it's like you gotta really be in that era to understand it. One thing from the Brian Lewis interview when I was watching it, like a point that I was kind of mad that I didn't bring up, when he referred to Jay-Z and Kanye's N-Words in Paris album, it's like, but how did you feel when NWA came with Ends with Attitude, or Strictly for My Ends, Tupac album? Like, at that time, that's how you was feeling. So it's like, you can't knock us because the way we feeling at this age. Like, all you can kind of do is like, you just got to keep an open mind. Like, the thing is like, I mean, I got a daughter now, so it's like when she growing up and all that, I still want to be able to understand, like, you know what, I remember when I was 16 years old, the type of music I was listening to and all that. I mean, in a sense, I hope that the music get better, but I mean, it's just, man, it's the time period that we in.
When you say better, what do you mean?
I mean, like, the message. Don't get me wrong. I mean, man, I make money, cars, clothes, and you know what I'm saying, H-word music, but also, you know what I'm saying, I try and make some substance to give you something to, you know what I mean, feel like. That's kind of what we was going through with the last interview, and he was like, man, what music, you know what I'm saying, like, give you substance or like positivity? And it's like, man, you're not gonna really get too much positivity because of like what we in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen Tupac say this one time, like, man, how can I act like an angel when I'm surrounded by these devils? Like, you're a product of your environment. So it's like, we trying to get out of this, but we also got to tell our story of us being in this, you know what I'm saying? So basically, man, it's just to the point where I feel like every artist should be like conscious of the music they making, and like but we still shouldn't be held accountable for the ills of the world. Like, I don't think it's all our fault that a kid will go shoot up a school, or a kid standing on the corner selling drugs just because they heard it in a rap. Like,
yeah, I think it's kind of bogus to blame the hip hop generation for the resurgence of the word, the N-word. It's not like we had stopped using it and forgot all about it until rappers started using it again. No,
I agree.
My father used it. My grandfather used it. His father used it.
Yeah.
They've been using it since they started calling us niggas.
Exactly. So
it's
not
that it's just the rappers are recording it, and it's still it's there, you know, in the mainstream media. But people have been saying it
for ages
since they started, you know, saying the word. So with that, you said about the kind of lyrics that rappers had speak. I listened. I think back to my favorite music. All the lyrics weren't necessarily conscious.
Nah.
Consciously driven. They were about whatever the artist was feeling that day.
Exactly. Like you expressing yourself. Like, it's some mornings I wake up and I'm like, yo, I feel like the man. Like, I'm on top of the world. Like, I need, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to celebrate. I mean, I have nothing to celebrate, but it's like, you know what, man? I'm gonna have me some fun today.
And there's days I wake up and it's just like, you know what, man, I'm just chill. Like, I don't want to be bothered with nobody or nothing. And then there's days when it's just like, man, like you look at the world from like a different perspective, and it may like cause you to have like evil thoughts or something. So, I mean, not too many people is well-rounded or one-track minded. Like, you got 1,000 moves that you may be in. So I feel like, man, when you're listening to an artist, it may be like, yo, that's how they was feeling at that time.
That's true. So you don't feel that rappers have a responsibility to the youth?
No, I mean, like I don't look at Puffy and Jay-Z and be like, man, them boys is the reasons why I turned out the way that I am, man. Like, and hold any gripe towards it. Like I always say, I mean, unfortunately, man, like every household doesn't have a mother and a father. You know, so it's like you kind of got to roll with the punches. You may not know right from wrong, and you may receive guidance from a negative source. But with that being said, it's like, man, I don't feel like that person should be held accountable when like it's movies out there that influence us as well. Like, I never seen nobody look at Scream 3 and be like, oh, that's the reason why, you know, it's a rape happening, or, you know, things like that. It's like, man, somebody got to take the blame, and unfortunately it's us. But I'm not looking at even if, you know, like I was never to make it mainstream and be big, and it was influences on my kids in the future, I wouldn't look at them and be like, oh man, they the reason, man, my kid is being bad in school. And no, it's your job, like as a parent, to make sure that that child is raised the right way. No right from wrong. Man, we used to listen to all that when I was little, from the Too Shorts to the Biggies to the Snoop Dogg. We don't love them hoes. Snoop taught us this, man. But I mean, that's not stopping you from getting you a girlfriend or trying to get married. Like, you know, you supposed to know right from wrong, man.
Yeah. So speaking of that, I think the word they use is misogynistic,
right?
In reference to not liking women or talking negatively about women.
Right.
Right. What do you think about that? Do you think that's a really big problem?
It's malarkey, man. It's malarkey. Like, I mean, we could get on a whole nother topic, but how I just feel like it's cool if like women call each other the B word, but then if a man say it, then it's like he wrong. And then, man, the great Tupac said it before, man. It's B's and H's out here, man. It is, like, the way you carry yourself. So, I mean, let's not act like they not out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still give credit to women that's out here trying to make a way or putting food on their table, and the odds are against them. And they not doing anything illegally. They raising their kids the right way. Like, my hat is off to them women, and I respect you as a black queen. And then, man, there's women that, man, they ain't got no respect for themselves. That go for men as well, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, every man should look at themselves as a king. Every woman should look at themselves as a queen. But if you're not acting that way, then, man, I ain't got no choice but to treat you the way you acting.
Right. Okay. So, where do you? And you've seen StreetJournal over the years. Where do you want to take your tenure?
Man, I basically just, man, want to take it to where I'm going, man, the big leagues. Like, with that being said, man, I would love when Jay-Z come in here in about a week or two, man. I would love to interview, you know what I'm saying, like big acts. Get them on the show. Get them in tune with the fact that, man, it's Buffalo is on the rise, basically. So, man, with that being said, man, and we don't just got to keep it hip-hop, man. We want to interview rock acts that are trying to do something out of the town. Anybody that's doing anything positive, I feel like, man, we should shed some light on them, because it's not every day where, man, we get an opportunity to put some reflection on the town. So, like I said, man, with that being said, man, I'm just, man, basically just, and trying to make it fun as well. Like, I'm a fun dude, man. Like, I'm not mean mugging every day. Like, I like to have fun. So, like, to give it some type of, like, spice and spunk to the show. That's what I'm here for, man. Okay. Not to say it didn't have that before, because I was always entertained watching Piff, watching Tiz. Like, Tiz the man. Like I said, it's always a shout out to Tiz for the show, because he gave us the first opportunity with an interview. And then look at us like it's no, oh, man, these local jokers. No, he treated us like, man, we was on top of the game.
Right.
Word.
Well, that's what it's about. Until you actually are on top of the game, you're not.
Yeah.
So no sense, playing different.
For sure.
Well, I want to welcome you. First of all, thank you for stepping up
Thanks
to the
for
plate
having me, man.
and doing this. Otherwise, people be forced to just like they are now hear my voice from behind the camera.
Yeah. Sometimes, man, you gotta give them a visual, man, and if it look good, then you gotta run with it.
And
that was a bad wink, I know.
Don't worry about it.
Word.
So we're gonna wrap it up for now and see where we go from here.
For sure. Like I said, man, Freshman Gang, Jiggy Jono, Season 9, Street Journal Online, StreetJournalOnline.com, man. Follow us on there, man. Each week, man, we uploading the show. You can catch it there. Any artists, man, you could reach me through Freshman_Jono on Twitter. DM me if you're trying to get on the show. Man, we also got the Facebook fan page, Freshman Gang. Send me an inbox, man. Let me know you want to get on the show. Like I said, we come into you wherever you at, man. You could be at your job, in the studio, wherever. But, man, we got to let the town and the world know that, man, it's talent out here. Quit playing.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Through with it.
Who you talking to? I'm grown. You mean just stay busy like my phone? And since we talking about my celly, I think I should roam. Because I'm out of town, you should meet my downtown. Cause who you talking to? I'm grown. You mean just stay busy like my phone? And since we talking about my celly, I think I should roam. Because I'm out of town, you should meet my downtown. I said, I wanna watch the game. She said, BET, no, LeBron James. Thinking she a bad girl, no oxygen. I swear to God, mama off the chain. Off the hook, hit it from the back, I swear the wave. Had me laying in that 6 days. Beat that, yeah, 56 ways. See, I'm a crispy 100 bill, don't change. Now leave me alone and get out my face. Girlie, it's napalm. I'm about to catch a case. They say my money long. I need another safe. It's like I'm diabetic, the way I eat the cake. Girlie, it's napalm. This shit is simple. See, I don't fuck with friends. I fuck with kinfolk. Gotta keep it indoors with an info. Giving me Superdome like we playing indoors. Who you talking to? I'm grown. You mean just stay busy like my phone? And since we talking about my celly, I think I should roam. Because I'm out of town, you should meet my downtown. Cause who you talking to? I'm grown. You mean I stay busy like my phone? And since we talking about my celly, I think I should roam. Because I'm out of town, you should meet my downtown.
I got these haters hating on me, a waiter waiting on me, a bad badge on the line call waiting for me. And I ain't no Kobe, but I ball. I'm at the All-Star game on a conference call. See my seats on the floor.
Looking all over for you. What are you doing out here?
Just finishing my drink before I go.
Go? The event isn't over yet. People are just starting to arrive, really. Look, I know it's boring now with just a few political figures and their entourages, but I swear it's gonna pick up once the crowd gets here.
Oh yeah? Really?
What is with you, David? Why can't you just come somewhere and be with me?
talking about? We're together all the time.
I mean out, having a good time together.
Look, maybe we could do something later. Get a pizza or some subs, watch a movie when Little D comes up.
Little David. I mean out, alone, together, with you.
We will spend some alone time together. Don't worry.
When? After the studio? After Little David? After his crazy ass mommy, Eveline?
Look, you don't have to deal with Evelyn at all. I go pick him up wherever he is. And do not call her that in front of Little David.
Yeah, but I have to deal with you every time you go deal with her. I just want to kick that tramp's ass.
Look, don't worry about it. I'm gonna deal with her. I gotta go pick up Little David and go over to Ice's house. I'll see you later.
Have a good time.
I feel I'm headed to the top cause I hustle the hardest. I kick game like it's soccer and I'm coaching the starters and I'm my own man. I own teams and got shooters. My clique's 13 cause we don't fit under rulers. I'm not feeling these losers. These lame niggas bore me. Never in the ground but that's a whole nother story. I'm soaring. That white dog ain't fly as me. Sent niggas to Mars and still wasn't high as me. Honestly. I tried to be modest, y'all shine, but you ain't real. Y'all remind me of polish. I ain't hungry, I'm starving. This royal family like face cars. Aces of the game on track like race cars. See, haters don't stick. I'm Teflon. Think you on top, then that's when you get stepped on. I feel pain cause I go so hard and need condoms for the beats cause my flow so raw.
Yo, Randy.
What's up?
Those ain't the same lyrics from before. What happened?
I just added a couple lines.
Which ones?
The ones at the end of the verse.
I just messed up the whole program. Now I gotta make it longer. You should have told me, man.
I did tell you last week. You just didn't make the changes to the music.
Oh, that's the part you was talking about? I thought you was adding some lyrics. Not replacing them.
I thought I told you what I was doing, man.
Just give me a minute.
Yeah, I fucked up, right?
Alright, this should work. It's longer now. Stand by.
Yo, watch him and I'll be right back, okay?
Yo, Evelyn, why does my son always gotta look like a bum when it's time for him to come around me? What do you mean, play clothes? What if I want to take him somewhere nice? Cause every time he come around me, he got on these same 3 outfits and I know he got way more than that. Well, what you do with the money I give you? Well, I'm gonna tell the judge I want the amount reduced. Cause it's sad that every time my son come around, he look like a bum. But you riding around in a car that you cannot afford Unless you was getting half my damn check. Hold up. No. You're not about to tell me where I can and cannot take my son? Hello? Yo, Randy, run that verse back, man. My bad. Yo, Randy, run that verse back from me. My bad, y'all.
I feel I'm headed to the top, cause I hustle the hardest. I kick game like it's soccer and I'm coaching the starters. And I'm my own man, I own teams and got shooters. My clique's 13 cause we don't fit under rulers. I'm not feeling these losers, these lame niggas bore me. Never in the ground, but that's a whole nother story. I'm soaring, that white dog ain't fly as me. Sent niggas to Mars and still wasn't high as me. Honestly, I try to be modest, y'all shine, but you ain't real. Y'all remind me of polish. I ain't hungry, I'm starving. This royal family like face cars. Aces of the game on track like race cars. See, haters don't stick, I'm Teflon. Think you on top, then that's when you get stepped on. I feel pain cause I go so hard and need condoms for the beats cause my flow so raw.
And I started not to let him go on his visit this week. Fuck that court shit. It's my son. And I say what goes on. Yeah, he be taking my son around that girlfriend of his. Well, I don't trust her ass. Who do you think he was cheating on me with? One and the same. And now they live together. I thought I heard somebody say they were getting married, but it hasn't happened yet. Just mean he's still looking around for somebody else to knock up. Girl, I tell you the truth.
So what did she say after that?
She grabbed my paper and said she was going to rip it if I didn't give her one of my pencils.
Did you tell the teacher?
No, I ain't no snitch.
That's not being a snitch when you tell a teacher something like that.
You said it yourself in your rhymes. You know you can't be no snitch, nigga.
That's different. That's about your education.
So when is it okay to snitch?
I already told you. Since school and dealing with your education, it's not snitching.
Even if you could get beat up for it?
Beat up? Beat up by who? Who beat you up?
Nobody, Dad. Nobody beat me up. But I just don't snitch like that stupid Sheldon did.
Sheldon? Who he?
This boy in my class, he told the teacher who wrote a bad word on the board, and at the end of the day, he got jumped by the Wolfpack boys.
Still taking them karate classes, right?
Yeah, whenever Mom has time to take me.
Do you like it?
Yeah, sometimes.
Show me what you be learning in there.
You mean like the kata?
Yeah. Show me that one.
Gazume, Kyosuke, Rei, Hajime. Say you chin!
That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm gonna take you from now on.
You gonna take karate class too?
No, man. I ain't gotta take karate. I already know how to fight.
But you can't beat me.
What? Boy, I'll turn your little ass into a first. You better come here. Show me what. There you go. There you go.
I know you two are not roughhousing on my good shit. Get off the bed before you break something in here.
We're sorry. We didn't mean to, bang. God, see, come on, little D, get her. Get her, little D. Get her.
All right, now get off of me before I have to hurt you boys.
Sorry.
Knocking my earrings out. Did you at least save me one slice of pizza?
No, we didn't save you one slice of pizza.
I can't believe you guys ate all of... Hey, there are 2 slices in here.
Told you we didn't save you one slice. We saved you 2.
You better have. I'm starving. We had to skip lunch at work today.
Alright. Well, D, go ahead and get your stuff together so I can get you home on time. Pretty sure your mother has somewhere special to take you by 4 o'clock. Go ahead. Damn, boy. When the last time you got your hair cut?
I don't know. It's been like a few weeks, I think.
Gonna have to cut this bush down. You grab my clippers. Go ahead and put that down real quick. Almost done. Let me see. Alright, check it out in the mirror. Clean now, kid. Dust you off a little bit. Alright, now sweep up. Hello.
Nigga, what the hell possessed you to cut my son's hair? I did not give you permission to touch his hair.
Permission? I don't need permission to cut my son's hair. Especially when you send him looking all raggedy like that.
I already have someone to cut his hair. Thank you.
You mean that dick-wild boyfriend of yours, Waldo?
It's Walter. And he's my fiance.
Whatever his name is, I don't want him touching my son's head. I'll be cutting his hair from now on.
Well, when Walter and I are married, he is going to be little David's stepfather. And he has expressed a willingness to adopt DeAndre.
His name is David, and I'm David's father. He doesn't need to be adopted.
I just want him to have a real father figure in the home.
You act like I'm not in my son's life.
What's every other weekend? Please.
Oh, I'm glad you feel that way. I guess I don't have to keep it a secret anymore. If you haven't already, you'll be hearing from my lawyer.
For what? Trying to reduce your child support payment again? You tickle me, little man.
Well, keep laughing, Eveline. You've already given me all the proof I need.
Proof? Proof of
why
what?
the judge should grant me joint custody of my son. Hello? Are you still there? Or are you too busy picking your face up off the floor?
Joint custody?
Like bibbidi-bibbidi-bee-ball, whatever's on my list. 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 To explode. Let me start it off a kinda slow. You think that I'm an amateur, but sit and watch me flow. Some lyrics are dynamic and some are sound unique. I started off in English, maybe break it down to Greek. Sometimes they call me nutty, maybe they call me Gary. Maybe swing a blow, but a bullet only scares me. Maybe wanna talk, I believe talk is cheap. When you want to speak, you better say something sweet. Cause brother, if you don't, I think you take my words for granted. You might find your ass and your head on the same planet. Take heed to the word or you're losing. Cruiser for a bruise on whatever the brother's choosing. I can make it different or I make my tongue twist. Like bibbidi or whatever's on my list. That was just a sample, so it's time to overload. And overload oppression maybe makes your nut explode. And if I don't explode, maybe it'll cause a leak. So much knowledge in my head, I can maybe make it creak. And if you want a battle, I consider you a clown. Up and then I blow the house down. I don't consider any rapper as a king. A dream more master, I believe I'm supreme. So when I rock a house, best believe the place shake. How many when I hear me, knows that I'm great. What happened to my words? My words are outspoken, split in half and broken. Beat the nut, boy, stop smoking. Man, stop hitting it and listen to the word. Be a blast from the glass, maybe bring your heart surgery. Break. Break. So be hip to the words that I'm speaking. Preaching that I manifest, I'm not Puerto Rican. Everything is laid out, written down and managed. A grit for my teeth, maybe bring the house damage. Speak through the mic when you speak to the nut. What to say, boy, shut the fuck up. I'm a king to my fans cause I'm lethal. Lethal to the beat, maybe because I'm cock diesel. Maybe the people love me, maybe the people don't. How many people live, then how many people won't? So I keep to myself and keep stepping. Maybe teaching lessons to the rappers that's fessin'. Maybe to be boss, but they really ain't that shit. Stick them in dip, then I eat them like a chip. When I'm on stage, you know I'm not joking. You never see a cigarette, the place is still smoking. I thank you for the boss, I do believe it's me. Every time I rain, people smell Jubilee. Is it because this thing all the places will trade? You can say blue, but I'm still getting paid. Non-stop rapping, I think you overloaded. It only took a minute and you finally exploded. Like bibbidi or whatever's on my list. 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 To explode. Let me start it off a kinda mellow. Hello to the people cause I'm quite a nice fellow. Only eat chicken on the day said sunny. Because in the winter I just like making money. Keep my pockets stacked and beware of my bag. Gee, why is that nut? Cause a brother would attack me. Attack the nut? Yes, brother, it's possible. Trying to take my money, you will end up in the hospital. Critical condition? Yes, players try to touch me. Don't the chestnut? No, they stand safe. Although I play it cool like ice cream and I freeze them. Tease them with a knock cause I surely won't please them. Why they don't like it? Won't you go and ask them? I breeze right past them. My memory with the 12K. No, my 9mm beat. Spray the place and flee away in my Cherokee. Go to the store, get myself a cup of coffee. What happened to the car? They got lost in the sauce cheek. Cause I be flying down the street on the west coast. Go to the water, get away, get my jet flow. Now the people know that they really can't catch me. Play like a opponent till the cops come fetch me. If they can't catch me, it's a clean getaway. Go to the crib, what I did is put my getaway. Now they can't arrest, all of that is irrelevant. Speak to the judge, you forgot, there's no evidence. Did they see a shoe? No, I'm too intelligent. Wore a black coat and the mask, I'm the president. I'm too smooth to be caught by a copper. What about the girl? She got smart and I shot her. Could've never closed on run with the blubber mouth. But I was nice, dropped her off at her mother's house. Mother got home, called me on my pager. What happened to my girl? She got smart and I sprayed her. Took her to court, but I had a mean alibi. Got away twice, not too damn satisfied. Got a mean alibi? Said it with the quickness. I was at home with my girl eating breakfast. Did they let you go? No, they had to confirm it. So the little judge said, oh, I'll return it. So I went to jail, now you know they can't keep me. Made a bill, shot a mother up cause I'm sneaky. Went to court cause I know the lawyer couldn't stick this. Why is that? Cause her brother didn't have a witness. So I went home with my girl, I was happy. Looked at her father and he screamed and said, fuck me. But I didn't care cause her brother couldn't touch me. But it was a lie cause her brother tried to fuck me. But I didn't sweat it cause my gun was fully loaded. My brother snatched the gun and said you finally explode. Like bibbidi or whatever's on my list. Like bibbidi or whatever's on my list.
They had me locked down, so I got my way up. I met a couple Crips and about 100 bloods. I'm only 19 in this juvenile facility where everyday niggas getting cut just because. So I made a vow when I was cuffed on that bus to keep it sucker free and keep it G no matter what. Now I'm in this box screaming I don't give a fuck. I'm hungry cause I've been in here for like a